It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And a hit. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Geno out to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Sunday. Hey, there we go. Back man. Lady.
Throwing his Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch. Got to be effective on the passing.
Has to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything. On a route like this, he tried to drive that football into a tight, a little late. Chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Run. Let's go. 20. Great.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Flex round! Flex round!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7, Preston Brown. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's taken at around the 40. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Throwing on first is Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Flex round! Flex round!
A lane, he barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Alert! 3 down! Flex round! Flex round!
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st down, Barrett to throw. That is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
Now Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Here's Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Forbath will put this one through. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so the bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Great. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. I got it. Play.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw Barrett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This quarterback now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Sheds off the tackle. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
From the gun, Barrett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun, Barrett. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Barrett looks to throw on 1st. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Off the play fake, Barrett. That escapes the sand, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Chris Long in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Barrett. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Forbath to add the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back now here on EA Sports. Now Barrett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath, the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey. Don't go. 280. Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Barkley. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Throwing here, Barrett. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! What? 90!
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
What? 90!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Bottom line, want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, Barrett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. 120!
Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st down, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Don't go. 120.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. We got three. 3 down.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
4 down. Alert. Watch twist.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Ohio. Let's go. Grand 38.
And here's Marshall. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett, he sets to fire deep. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
This one